everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for a brand new video today. Today we have a nice Hatha flow style practice. We're going to work a little bit of everything. We're going to work deep into our flexibility of the lower body, the inner hamstrings, the hips, as well as always working strength and flexibility in the whole body. So when you're ready, if you do have a couple of blocks, do grab them, have them close by, especially if you are living in a body with maybe slightly tighter hamstrings. But of course, I will offer modifications and alternatives without, so if you don't have them, don't stress out. We're going to start in a comfortable seat today. So come into a comfortable cross-legged position or a position that feels more beneficial for you. Let your hands just rest onto your lap. Take a moment to find stillness, take any last little adjustments. And then when you feel ready to, let's just allow the eyes to close. Taking a moment just to bring your awareness inwards, just starting to feel the natural rhythm of your breath. And just start to notice the subtle pause at the top of your inhale and at the bottom of your exhale. And these quiet spaces, these pauses are where we often find clarity. It's in the space between effort and surrender, between action and rest, that we can really reconnect with ourselves. So let's just start here with a very short and simple breathing practice. We're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold at the top, breathe out for 4, and then hold at the bottom. So when you're ready, let's breathe in through the nose for 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, holding on empty. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, holding. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, holding on empty. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pausing. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, pausing, making no breath left in the body. And then from there, let's together take a deep breath in through the nose. And a gentle sigh to release. Allow the breath to return to a steady rhythm, finding maybe a longer, deeper breath now. And as we move through today's practice, let's try to honor these spaces between the transitions, between the stillness, and between the breath that carries us from one movement to the next. Let's together here just bring our hands into heart center. Taking a final deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Lovely, opening your eyes, interlacing the fingers. Let's just start to press the palms forwards, draw the chin to the chest, tailbone forwards, and just stretch through the back space of the body. Lovely, and then as you breathe in, start to reach your palms up, full body stretch, puff out through the chest. And then releasing the fingertips either side of your hips, turning the fingers backwards and starting to engage through your shoulder blades as you squeeze them together. From there, release your left foot to the left corner of the mat, right foot to the right corner of the mat. Keep lifting through the chest. And then drop both knees over to the right. Bring them through center and then over to the left. Good, and just continue like that for a few rounds, just moving from side to side, just releasing into the spine, the hips, a little bit of mobility. Good, and then just finish over to the left. And then bring your knees back to center. Heel toe the feet about hip distance apart, and then flex the feet and just start to straighten the legs. From here, we're going to take the right ankle and just place it on top of the left knee, drawing the right knee away. Some of us, this will feel like enough. Otherwise, begin to bend the left knee, bringing the sole of the foot to the floor. The closer the foot and the bum is, the deeper the stretch. And then regardless of where you are, think about drawing your chest towards your shin as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good, maybe find a little rock here, maybe find stillness and just breathe into that right outer hip. Just a few rounds of breath. Beautiful, and then from there relax the elbows a little bit so that if the leg is bent you can straighten the leg, and then take that right foot to the outside of the left knee. Walk your hands closer towards you, right hand close to the sit bones. Inhale, the left arm extends, and then exhale, hook left elbow to the outside of the knee and just use that to twist and rotate around the spine. Taking just a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lovely, and as you breathe in, let's gaze forwards, release the twist. We're going to interlace the hands around that right hamstring, flex the right foot, and then breathe in as you start to straighten the right leg to the sky. Try to pull your chest towards the thigh, take an inhale, flex the foot, and then exhale, point the toe and just bend the knee, tap the toes to the floor. Again, flex the foot, inhale, straighten. Point the toe, exhale, tap. One more, inhale, flex, straighten. Point, exhale, tap. Nice. Now this time, flex the foot, inhale, straighten. We're going to pause, chest to thigh, and then reach your arms forwards, feeling a little bit of fire through that front of the leg. Holding there, trying to lift the toes as high as they will go for 4. Maybe feeling a little bit of a shake for 3. For 2, now keep the leg high and then slow. We're going to really slowly release the right foot to meet the left foot. Start to reach forwards, holding the shins, ankles, or maybe the toes, and then just fold over the legs. Good, just sway a little bit side to side, just releasing into the back body. Lovely, and then start to roll all the way back up. Again, taking the fingertips behind you, engaging the shoulder blades as you draw the chest forwards. This time, left ankle on top of the right knee. Option 1, stay there, or again, let's find a deeper stretch as you bend the right knee. Maybe you bring the bum all the way towards the heel, but try to really draw the chest towards the shin. Holding it there, breathing in. Breathing out, maybe find a little bit of movement. Beautiful, and then let's relax the elbows just so you can release that right leg out long, and then the left foot's going to step over the right leg. This time the left hand comes close to the sit bones. Inhale, the right arm lifts, and then exhale, hook elbow to the outside of the knee, and then twist. Maybe gazing over your left shoulder. Just taking a deep breath in for length and a breath out to twist. Perfect. And then gazing forwards. Let's release the twist. Interlace the hands around the left hamstring. Flex the left foot and then straighten that left leg up to the sky. Keep drawing the chest towards the thigh. Take a breath in, draw the toes towards your face. And then point the toe, exhale, bend the knee, tap the toe. Flex the foot, inhale, straighten. Point the toe, exhale, bend. Last time, flex, inhale, straighten. Point, exhale, bend. This time, flex, inhale, straighten. Let's pause. Stay there, reach the arms forwards, keep drawing chest to thigh. Really challenging, really working the left hip flexor. Holding for 4. Good, breathe, 3, 2, and then try not to collapse. Slow as you can. That left foot is going to meet the right foot. Reach forwards, grab the toes, ankles, shins, and let the head drop. Again, just a little bit of a sway here, side to side. Beautiful, and then let's roll all the way back up. We're going to scoot ourselves around, come into tabletop position, so onto your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then we'll start nice and simply. Let's breathe in, drop the belly, feel the pause at the top as you open the shoulders. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, enjoy that curve through the spine. Again, breathe in, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Last time here, breathe in, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale to round the spine, chin to chest. Beautiful, bring your spine back to neutral. Go ahead and tuck your toes under, and then just start to walk your hands towards your knees at the back of the mat. Sit up nice and tall, and then take your left hand to your left heel. Gaze towards your left heel. Start to reach your right arm up to the sky. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, press into the shins, lift the hips, squeeze your bum into your Ardha Ustrasana, half camel. Really lengthening through the lower back as you draw the tailbone forwards. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lovely, slowly lower the bum to the heel. Take that right hand to the right heel, gaze to the right foot. And then same, left arm lifts up, push the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, reaching up and back, just finding that deep openness across the left side body. Big breath in and big breath out. Nice, and then slowly lower the bum back to the heels. Take your hands forwards, tabletop position. And then let's lift the knees, lift the hips, come into our first downward dog. Once you get there, for a couple of breaths, just pedal out the legs. So you're bending one knee, bending the other knee, giving everything a little bit of a shake from side to side. Lovely, and then let's find stillness, relax the heels, spread into the fingertips, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Nice, on your next inhale, let's roll forwards, find a high plank position. And then exhale, drop your knees, lower your belly between your thumbs. Inhale, untuck your toes, find your first cobra, lower body's active, lift the chest. And then exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips back, downward facing dog. We'll do that just one more time. Inhale, roll forwards. Let's find that strong upper push-up. Knees up or down, lower slowly to the tummy. Point your toes, inhale, cobra number 2. And then downward facing dog as you breathe out. Beautiful. From downward dog, let's bring the feet closer together. Big toes might touch, and then gaze towards your toes. We're going to keep the hips as square as they are right now. So as you breathe in, let's lift the right leg up so it's parallel to the floor, little toe edge still facing down. Really press into the hands so you're stretching through the left hamstring. Take a breath in and a breath out. Nice. Now doing this in stages, let's inhale, lift high onto the left tippy toe. Point your right toe, start to draw your right knee towards your chest. We're pausing in this upper push-up shape. And then land the right foot between the thumbs. If it doesn't go all the way, use your right hand to take it the rest of the way. Pop up onto your fingertips. You're in a runner's lunge, chest drives forwards. And then a couple of times on your own, just start to bend and straighten that left knee. So you're just lifting and lowering, working into that left hip flexor. Beautiful. And then when it's down, we're going to keep it there. Plug the left palm flat. Inhale the right arm to the sky into a twist. Gazing up towards that right thumb. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Nice. As you inhale, gaze down. Exhale, the right hand comes next to your right big toe. Take your left toes over to the right and then inhale the left arm to the sky into this baby side angle. Try to rotate the left shoulder around, again, maybe gazing towards that left thumb. Take just one deep breath in and deep breath out. Nice. On your next exhale, let's gaze down. Left hand comes down, left toes travel to the back of the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and then remove the right hand, walk the right foot towards the left thumb. Right fingers come down, inhale, look forwards, lift the chest. And then as you breathe out, your left foot is going to step next to your right thumb. You're crossing the ankles at the front of the mat. Once you get there, inhale, find a lift through your chin and your chest. And then exhale, just fold right over the legs. This is where blocks might be useful. Really deep stretch, especially through that left hamstring. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. As you breathe in, find a halfway lift. Walk your fingers forward so they're slightly ahead of the shoulders. Lengthen the spine and then draw the weight into your front right foot. As you breathe in, left leg's going to sweep behind you parallel to the floor, same as we did in our three-leg dog. Once you get there, can you lift up through the chest, maybe become a little bit lighter on the fingertips, zipping up through the core, holding here for 3, for 2. Let's take a breath in. And then breathe out, left foot meets the right foot. Find a forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your back. And then forward fold as you breathe out. To standing, inhale, circle the arms all the way up, tall mountain. And then bring your hands to your heart, exhale. Beautiful, let's move on. Inhale, arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back to high plank. This time lowering chaturanga halfway or to the belly. Inhaling, cobra, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Beautiful, bringing the big toes together. Inhale, send the left leg parallel to the floor, maybe gazing to your toes, keeping the hips squared. Really press the floor away. And then inhale, come high onto your right tippy toes. Point the left toe, draw the knee towards the chest, hold it as high as you can. And then left foot steps between the thumbs. Use your hand if you need to. Drive your hips and chest forwards, and then a couple of times bending and straightening that right knee. Just to work into that right hip flexor a little bit. Beautiful, and then let's leave it down to the floor. Plug your right palm flat, inhale, left arm to the sky, easy twist. Maybe gazing up, breathe in. And then breathe out, left hand next to your left big toe. Take your right toes to the left and then right arm to the sky. Think about pressing elbow to knee, knee to elbow as you rotate the right shoulder. Take just one breath in. And then as you breathe out, right hand comes down, right toes go back to the back of the mat. Remove your left hand and then walk your left foot over towards your right thumb. Left fingertips come back down as you lift the right knee. Inhale, draw your chest forwards. And then exhale, right foot steps next to your left thumb. You're crossing the ankles at the front of the mat. Let's inhale, send the tailbone back, the chest forwards. And then fold, exhale, deep hamstring stretch. Bends the knees as much as needed. Just take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Nice, let's transition the weight into that left foot. Inhale, halfway lift, walk your fingers forwards, and then right leg lifts up parallel to the mat. Try to press into the left foot so you can become a little bit lighter onto the fingertips. The right leg is parallel, see if you can get the chest parallel too. Holding here for 3, 2, and then 1, forward fold, right foot meets the left foot, folding directly over the legs. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen your spine. And then forward fold as you breathe out. Tall mountain, inhale, circle your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Really, really nice. Take a deep breath in. And a sigh, let it go. Good, building on from here. Let's inhale, tall mountain, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back to high plank, lower or land, chaturanga, your variation. Inhaling, cobra or upward facing, and then downward facing dog as you breathe out. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. This time, inhale, the right leg lifts high. Point your right toe and then lift the leg as high as it will go. So you're opening the hip now. Option, keep the leg straight. Otherwise, bend the knee, squeeze the heel to the bum. Think about a little tuck of the tailbone working into the quad muscles. Holding there, breathe in. Holding there, breathe out. Good. As you breathe in, come high onto your left tippy toes. And then breathe out, draw your right knee towards your chest, shift your shoulders forwards, pause. And then see if you can step that right foot between the thumbs, using your hands if you need to. Good, from here, little bend in the back knee, crescent lunge, rise up. Arms extend to the sky, little tuck of the tailbone, take a breath in. And a breath out. Good, one more inhale. As you breathe out, warrior two, drop the back heel, open the arms. Inhale here. And then side angle, right hand next to your right big toe, block or floor, left arm straight to the sky. So the same shape, we've just lifted the back knee. Press elbow against inner knee and then try to rotate through that left arm. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, look down, left fingertips come down, lift the left heel. Remove the right hand, walk the right foot to your left thumb and then release the right fingers down. Same as before, breathe in, lift your chest. Breathe out, step your left foot to your right thumb, crossing the ankles at the front of the mat. This time as you inhale, find a halfway lift, walk your fingers forwards, floor or blocks. Lean into the right foot, left leg lifts up and back behind you. Good, now think about lifting the chest, coming lighter on the fingertips. Maybe this time you can bring your hands to your heart into a full warrior three. Holding it there, breathe in. Holding it there, breathe out. Beautiful, let's point that left toe. Start to draw your left knee into your chest. You've got it. Take your hands around the left hamstring. Flex the left foot. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Point the left toe. Exhale, bend the knee. Hopefully not kicking anything. Flex the foot. Inhale, straighten. Point, exhale, bend. Good, this time inhale, flex, straighten. Maybe you can release the arms as you hold for 4, for 3, for 2. On 1, let's bend that left knee. Bend the right knee, hands to the heart, left ankle, right knee. Sit down into your figure 4. Maybe you go a little bit low. Maybe you can drop the elbow to the knee, elbow to the ankle. Just think bum back, chest forwards, holding here for 4. Slow and steady breaths, finding your gaze point. Beautiful, and then let's slowly draw that left knee to the chest, pausing at the top for a moment. And then releasing mountain pose. Beautiful, inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, your variation, step or hop back, maybe lower, maybe land. Inhaling, upward dog, maybe cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale the left leg high to the sky. Point the left toe, lift the leg as high as it will go. Maybe bend the left knee. Think about lengthening the lower back as you squeeze the heel towards the bum. Good, and then inhale high onto that right tippy toe, pause. Draw the knee to the chest as you pause, shoulders shift forwards, and then land the left foot. Use your hand if you need to take it the rest of the way. Crescent lunge, inhale, rise up. Little bend of the back knee so you can draw the tailbone forwards. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. One more reach of the fingers. Inhale. Warrior 2. Exhale. Land the back heel. Open your arms. Holding breath in. And then side angle. Left hands to block or floor. Big toe edge of the foot. Right arm to the sky. Press elbow to inner knee and just really try to open up across the chest. Taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And one more turn, inhale. Exhale, look down, right fingertips land, lift your right heel. Remove the left hand, walk the left foot to the right thumb and then release the left fingers down. Breathe in to look forwards, lift your chest. And then exhale, right foot steps next to your left thumb as you fold over the legs. This time inhale, halfway lift, fingers forwards, floor or blocks. Leaning into the left foot, right leg lifts up and back behind you. Good, little bend in the left knee, really press the left foot down, stay, or maybe pull your hands to your heart. Virabhadrasana, warrior 3. Holding it here, trying to parallel the back leg and the chest towards the mat. Beautiful, and then let's slowly guide that right knee into your chest. Don't worry if you fall out, just meet us here. Take your hands around the back of the right hamstring. Grow tall through the spine and then flexing the foot. Let's inhale, straighten the right leg. Point the toe, exhale, bend the knee. Flex the foot, inhale, straighten. Point, exhale, bend. One more, inhale, flex, straighten. Point, exhale, bend. I think I made you do one more. Oops, we're going to rise up, straighten, pause, and then reach the arms forwards. Try to avoid leaning back like I'm badly demonstrating. Keep the spine long for 3. Feel the shakes for 2. And then let's bend that right knee. Bends the left knee, hands to heart, right ankle, left knee, your figure 4 chair. Send your tailbone back, your chest forwards, and then go as low as feels good for you. Just pausing there, feeling the stretch, feeling the work, slowing down the breath. Beautiful. Let's slowly draw that right knee into the chest. We're going to pause for a second at the top. And then feet together. Release your arms, finding mountain pose. Really nice. Let's inhale, circle the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back to high plank, lower or land, chaturanga, you can always skip. Inhaling, cobra or upward facing, and then exhaling, downward facing dog, taking a deep breath in and a sigh. Lovely, let's gaze to the toes. Start to walk your hands towards the feet at the back of the mat. Take your 2 peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Padangusthasana, exhale, bend the elbows as you draw your head towards the legs. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Just 2 breaths. Beautiful, and then as you breathe in, let's find a halfway lift. Nice strong core, exhale, hands to the hips. Lift your chin, let's stand all the way up. Releasing your hands to your heart, keeping your feet about hip distance apart. From here, we're going to shift the weight forwards into the toes and lift the heels off the mat. Nice and slowly, we're going to start to bend the knees, coming down, 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 bringing your bum all the way towards your heels. Now, with or without the hands, start to send the knees forwards, gently, gently lower the knees down to the mat. Once you get there, inhale, start to reach your arms up, lift your bum from your heels. And then exhale, bring your hands onto your hips, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, lengthen the tailbone, hips forward. You can stay here in this baby camel, or maybe some of us will release right hands to right heel, left hands to left heel. Chin can either be tucked or drop the head back. Now, I really like to take my knees a little bit wider than hip distance here, so play around with the positioning if that feels good for you. Good, holding just 2 breaths, opening into that space. And then with a nice strong core, nice strong bum, draw the hips forwards, bring your hands to your heart, untuck the toes, bum to heels. Big toes together, knees nice and wide, and let's just reach forwards, coming into a child's pose. You might make a pillow with the palms or the arms. And just rest for a second, just feel, just observe, just notice what's going on for you. And when you feel ready to, let's just walk the hands back towards the knees. We're just going to swing the knees around, coming into a seated position with the legs extended. Let's bring ourselves forwards towards the top of the mat. Flexing through the feet, feet are about hip distance apart. Bring your hands onto your thighs, your shins, or if you can take your 2 peace fingers around your toes. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, let the spine round today as you just fold over the legs. So a nice, soft, relaxed fold here. No straining, pushing, forcing, just letting gravity do most of the work. And when you feel ready to, let's roll all the way back up. We're going to come to lie on our back. So if you want to pop on a jumper before you lie down, then do. Lie on your back. When you feel ready to, just hug your knees into your chest. Take a moment just to rock from side to side, massaging your lower back. And then once you're there, just close down your eyes. Just allowing a sense of softness to take over as you just check in with yourself, noticing if there's anything else that you need from this point. Maybe there's another pose, maybe there's some movements, itches, scratches, anything at all that you feel your body needs. Just spend a moment here to take it. And of course, if you ever need longer, you can pause me, replay me when you need to. And then in no rush to finish, but when you feel ready, release your finishing poses. Grab any items of clothing, any props that are going to bring some warmth or comfort to your final pose. And we will meet in Shavasana. So whether that's traditionally lying on your back, whether that's somewhere completely unique for you, just find somewhere that you can feel completely at ease in. Take a moment to take any last fidgets until eventually you find stillness. Closing the eyes, just taking a deep breath in. And a sigh to release. Allow the body to soften. Allow the mind to settle and the breath to just flow effortlessly. There's nothing to do, nothing to change. Just the simple act of resting here, fully present. So just feel the gentle rhythm of your breath and the subtle space between each inhale and exhale. Notice the space between your thoughts as you just rest here, guiding yourself into a deeper surrender. And as we come to the end of our practice today, I just wanted to share with you some of these words that I read in one of my books this morning. Between the stimulus and response, there is space. In that space lies our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So as we leave our mat today, let's see if we can carry this awareness of space with us. Between breaths, between thoughts, between reactions. Notice the moments where you can pause, where you maybe can choose presence over reaction, and where you can just cultivate that sense of freedom through the awareness of having the ability to choose how you act and your response. So if you haven't already, just start to deepen your breath. Start to wiggle into your fingers, into your toes, into your ankles and your wrists. And then let's together just reach the arms over the head. Take a full body stretch as if you are just waking up for the first time today with this renewed sense of energy. And then hug your knees into your chest, pausing, knowing you don't have to rush back into the external world just yet. And then if you can, keep your eyes closed just to maintain this peace for a couple of moments longer as you meet me in a comfortable seated position, just like we did at the start of our practice. Just sitting however feels natural for you, nice tall spine, and let's together bring our hands into heart center. Taking a moment of gratitude to yourself for showing up, your ability to move, breathe, be here. And as always, gratitude from me to you for you showing up, for clicking on this video, and for allowing me to guide you through your practice. The light in me honours the light in you. Namaste, everyone.